everyone. Thanks for joining us in the Navigant Credit Union Broadcast Center. I'm Molly O'Brien. This is Willa Van Nostrand with Little Bitta. So good to see you once again.
So glad to be here.
We're very happy to have you. You have some delectable goodies here. We're very excited to talk about. But you have some news that some people know, some people don't know. You have a space.
I do. Everyone, I have a space. Finally, I can host you. So it's a new spot for me. It's on Broadway in Providence. It's number 268, and it's two things. I've kind of merged two halves of my life into one beautiful place. It's World's Fair Gallery, so a home for my curation and art projects, where I can present art shows, and a storefront for Little Bitta, where I can meet my clients and make cocktails for them. And kind of let them try all of the beverages that we've put together for their menu proposals and really just do tasting. So it's not like a bar, but it is a place where you can come meet with me. We sit down, I make you beverages, and you go, ooh, I like this margarita and this fizz. So it's great. It's a great spot for me.
And congratulations, because this has been in the works for you, and a great place for you to exactly merge both aspects of your life, the artistic side and then the drink side, which is also very artistic for you.
Yes.
So congratulations.
Thank you.
You've already been at it. You have like curated all of this art and really putting so much thought and effort, from the installation of the light fixtures down to every last detail.
Yes.
So what has that been like for you, just to be able to find a home?
Oh, I just feel, what is it? Peace. I feel peaceful. I'm a little less, I'm still mobile, but I'm a little less flighty, if you will. You can walk by my storefront and see me doing lots of desk work and lots of mixing and trying out recipes, and it's kind of a brilliant situation because it is a storefront and it's the gallery. While I'm in there doing work, you can come and visit me and come view the beautiful artwork on the walls. We have a show up right now called But Now with Feeling, and it's a watercolor show by Priscilla Wideline, who's a really amazing local painter, and she has these kind of like vivacious, vibrant, sensual watercolors. Really beautiful.
Perfect for summer.
Yeah, and the really interesting spark about the gallery is that for openings, I'll pair vessels, so either glassware or ceramics, like actual glasses, design a cocktail to go in those glasses.
So fun.
You can buy the glass that is this like artisanal handmade thing. This round, I paired Priscilla Wideline with P&W Glass, which is a local glass blowing company, couple out of RISD. They make these really beautiful, colorful glasses that match the artwork. So yeah, I have this whole concept going. The next show is
awesome.
September 5th.
Okay.
And that will be a pickle show. That's right, a pickle show. So I'm merging...
Like pickles?
Like pickles, yeah. I'm working with an artist, another local artist named Kelly Ray Adams, and we're working on batching licensed pickles that will be installed on the walls in a gradient rainbow, like the colors of the rainbow. In some way, we don't know yet. We're still making the pickles.
Figuring it out.
Yeah, we're still working on our aesthetics because we're still working on the pickles. But the pickles will be for sale, and they're just these really beautiful colors. We'll have rhubarb and garlic scapes and blueberries and rose hips, and the whole show will culminate in a full moon dinner outdoors. I think we're still looking for a location in either mid-September or early October, and we're thinking maybe on the Hunter's Moon.
Oh,
that's
perfect.
October. I think it's October 5th or 6th, but it will be like a long outdoor table roving style dinner where instead of closing, we'll just use the pickles in the dinner, and we have all kinds of things in play.
I love this. Your creative brain is just on point every single time. It's just bursting to the seams. I love it.
People don't know what to do with me. They're like, "You're doing what? And pickles and
Why
art?
not?
What?" I'm like, yes.
Yeah.
Culinary, art, beverage,
Providence.
Providence.
This is what it is.
Yeah, yeah.
That's why we have you. That's why we love you.
Thank you.
And so congratulations to that. So that show will start September 5th. That's
Yes.
what you're aiming for.
Yes.
Perfect. So come find Willa, go see your space. go look at some art, go test things out. What will we be making today?
Today we're making a cocktail in one of these coupes here, and the cocktail's called the Bluette. A Bluette is a tiny little flower that's like a light purpley blue color, this like really magical color. And the name Bluette is inspired by a book called Bluettes. It's a book of poetry by Maggie Nelson. I think it's from 2009. And it's a book of this like fickle romantic poetry. So this is kind of my ode to that of like summertime love and lust and depression and the waves of life. It's not really depression, but you know,
but
the ups and downs.
It is, right?
Yeah,
Ups and downs of summer. Sometimes, you know, you get in that funk.
I mean, for me, it's about the creative muse, so that's why that is called that. The base of the cocktail is gin. We are using this beautiful St. George Terroir gin as the base. Our sweetening agent.
This is so cool.
Things.
This is
This
so cool.
is really cool.
This is cool.
This is Cheongsam Jade Oolong tea liqueur. How's
So
that
cool.
for a mouthful?
And I'm glad you're saying it, not me.
Cheongsam Jade Oolong liqueur. This is one of my favorite local products. It's produced, well, it's not actually produced locally, but by two local humans who are so lovely, and they go to Shanghai
That's wild.
to make this. So it's a tea liqueur, and it has a really lovely tannin to it. So it's very sweet. It's got the green tea going on, and so it just has this tiny bit of bitterness. That's what I mean by tannin, I guess. That just kind of balances the sweetness of the liqueur itself, but also our third agent here, or the second sweetening agent. This is blueberry syrup that I've made.
I'll just take this
Yeah.
off your hands right now. Pancakes.
I'm gonna need that.
Waffles. A straw.
A straw.
So this is do you just went to town with this? What'd you put in there?
Yeah, so it's wild blueberries that I've foraged. The ones I have here today, I did not forage. They're from the Whole Foods, but I needed a visual so you could see
Whole
them.
Foods?
These Whole Foods.
I foraged from the Whole Foods.
These are foraged from Massachusetts.
Okay.
And so this is essentially a pint of blueberries, honey, water, and lemon zest. So very, very
Delicious.
simple. Yeah. When I made it, it was a little too viscous, so I had to add a little more water.
Okay.
So yeah, let's make this.
All right.
The fourth ingredient we will get to is wormwood bitters. These are made by Berkshire Mountain Distillery, and they are distributed through, I believe, Cocktail Kingdom, which is an online source for bar tools and great bitters and books. CocktailKingdom.com is where we get a lot of our tools, us mixologists.
And while you're
look.
getting going here, if people were watching while we were getting set up, I tried this. It smells like it kind of grows on you. So then I tried it on. So I was not a fan, but you were saying that this kind of gives it a little bit of kick.
Yeah,
A little bit of it kind of balances everything out.
Yeah.
So we'll see how it works when you put it in on its own. I personally did not.
Not your thing.
It was not my cup of oolong tea.
Right. But speaking cup of oolong tea, I wanted you to just try this on its own.
This seems. I'm excited to try this because I'm a tea person.
Right.
It smells like tea.
It's so delicious. It's light and lovely.
Yeah, that's good.
Isn't that good?
I mean, you can definitely tell it's alcohol.
Yes, totally. What else do you taste in it? You taste more than green tea.
No,
Are
like
there
you
vegetal notes?
Yeah,
citrus.
yeah. You get the tea
floral.
at first, and then you get the floral. Definitely. That's cool, and how neat that it's two people from Cranston. It's two local people that go and get this and produce it.
They do it. This
That's
couple.
cool. That can't be easy.
No, they met in Shanghai.
That's so
and
neat.
They're both culinary people, and decided, you know what, we need a market here, or we have a market here, and we need to produce this liqueur, and they've done such a beautiful job.
Yeah, that's neat.
So back to our cocktail, Bluettes.
I feel like you can
2
do a lot
ounces.
with that too.
Yes,
Yeah,
definitely.
Okay, so back to the cocktail.
It goes with any base spirit, which is really lovely. Okay, we have 2 ounces of our gin here. This is our terroir gin, St. George. Into our small shaker here. Then 1 ounce. I find if you use less than an ounce of this in a cocktail, like a classic cocktail recipe, it doesn't really come through. So I would suggest at least an ounce per drink.
Otherwise, you're not picking
It's
up
just,
on it.
yeah, it's too light and lovely. It needs a little something. So this was an ounce of the Jade Oolong liqueur. Then equal parts here of the sweetening agents.
I'm gonna go for the forged at the Whole Foods. Blueberries.
The Whole Foods.
Over here.
This is.
It's blueberry season right now, isn't
It
it?
is. That is, and that's part of the inspiration too.
Yeah, because all of the stuff that you do at Little Bit, it's all locally inspired,
Mm-hmm.
all seasonal flowers, fruits,
Yep.
everything. It's all
Mouse melons, we'll be getting to those. So we have 1 ounce of this blueberry syrup here. Yum.
I shouldn't have put those flowers so close to my nose. Now my nose is itchy.
Oh no. Yeah, fine. 1, 2, 3. This, the wormwood is one of the base ingredients generally for absinthe. So that's just to give you kind of an idea of flavor profile.
Okay.
It's a little kind of like,
I couldn't put my finger on
Fennel-y.
it. Yeah, I
Yeah.
couldn't put that. That makes sense.
and it has a little gingery.
That's what it is.
thing.
Fennel licorice. That's what it was.
Yes.
Okay. I couldn't put my
Yes.
finger on it. I was like, is it
What is
holiday-ish,
that? Yeah.
ginger, reddish? What is this? Licorice. That makes sense. Okay.
Yeah. Now I'm adding my ice here.
That's going to give a really kind of neat, I'm guessing these two put together, that's going to be cool.
Yeah, I think sometimes blueberry can be a little, I don't want to say simple, it's not a simple flavor, but I like to add a little something to give it a little more gravity.
Yeah. I feel like most people mix blueberry with lemon,
Yes.
so adding something different, making it stand out a little bit,
Yeah.
I think that's going to be cool.
Okay.
All right.
And here, let's be with you, my dear.
Oh boy.
Ooh.
Molly and Jen over here.
Right, this one's just for you.
Kate, we're going to pass it on. Okay, I'm excited to decorate.
To decorate.
Okay,
Yes.
no, pour yours.
We have fennel.
Okay.
Zinnias, and that's actually all we have today. These are the fennel fronds, and then these, I call these the starbursts, just because they're so like fireworky. And then these are edible blossoms called zinnias. Not many people know you can eat them, but you can.
I didn't know you could eat zinnias.
And they're just so lovely. I usually take a pinch of them, and
I'm going to put it down so your arm's not awkward.
no, that's okay. I want you to do it because
Okay.
this is yours.
So
I'm
I
going to
do
make
pinch?
another as
Okay.
as I go here.
Okay. So why do you think this is, as you go and then we have to scoop, why do you think this is a good drink for summer?
Because it's so refreshing. It's superbly refreshing, I'd say. And sometimes I just want like a vodka lemonade, and this has the flavor profile of that without being that. And I'd say, yeah, it's just really easy to sip, and it's a really beautiful color. That's another reason why I
The
like
color is gorgeous.
it. Divine. 2 ounces of the gin, ounce of the cheongsam.
How did I do? What else should I throw in here?
Maybe how about a frond? One of these little frondies here.
Are these down here?
I usually use
They do this?
use those to mimic like I make this drink called the mermaid, and
This
so fennel fronds are my seaweed and my mermaid.
I love it.
Isn't that awesome?
Yes.
Always
I feel like you get your
the
nutrients
creativity.
when you have one of Willa's drinks.
It's true. It's like a little garden right in your
Should you
glass.
put one of these in it?
Yeah. So these, have we talked about these?
No.
These are mouse melons, also called Mexican gherkins or cucumbers. They're these tiny little like watermelon-looking cucumbers. They're really just tiny cucumbers, but I love them. 1, 2,
I love
3.
looking at them. I love
They're
eating
mini.
them. We just
You
float
can
it on the
pickle
top.
them. Yeah, it might. Might.
What do you do? Put it on the rim?
stay
I'm just
on
gonna
the top.
float it in there.
Yeah.
It's sunk to the bottom.
Disappears under.
I like that.
I think that's a lovely.
I kind of like the mermaid. The mermaid seaweed look.
Yeah, me too. It's very bohemian, very boutique.
That made it. All right, Willa Van Nostrand with Little Bit. What's the address of your space?
268 Broadway on the west side. Staying on the
268
west side.
Broadway.
Can't help myself.
Hanging out on the west side. Love it. Thank you so much for joining us. And this is called. It has the best name ever.
Bluettes. The Bluettes.
The Bluettes. So you're gonna decorate yours. We're gonna cheers.
I think I'm gonna go simple here with a little fennel.
Love it. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you
Love
so
it.
much.